Welcome to the Damn Opinion Podcast. Spoiler alert. Listener discretion advised.
Oh, yes. I have had my coffee, boys, and I'm feeling good.
Wait.
Jesus.
You've had your coffee boys?
Uh-huh.
You have your own coffee boys?
There's a comma in between coffee and boys.
Okay, good. I was worried.
Because you should know this. Grammar means something.
When Bill has coffee, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Ow! It's going to be a good one. So, here I am. I am sitting in the middle, so that means I'm the most important host.
No, it means because you're the most insecure, and
That's true.
yeah.
I am very insecure.
Means
so-
we just have to support you.
And it also means that when we group hug, I always get in the middle. And it's so great. Anyway, I am so happy to be here. On my right, I have Mr. Mark Montgomery.
Don't serve him coffee anymore.
And on my left, I have Mr. Jimmy Smith.
Ever.
Oh, yeah. I like Jimmy. Jimmy is much better than James Smith. All right. And then, of course, we have our special guest from Las Vegas, Nevada, Mr. Arthur Ray Green.
Hey, it's good to be here. Hey, I'm excited because I actually know why your YouTube channel failed, and I'm glad you guys are making it in podcasting.
Well, thanks.
That was a difficult genre to get into.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys have faces that are made for radio.
Yep, absolutely. But if we could just put you on that, because you are one handsome devil.
Yeah, the trouble is on the YouTube channel, you would see me from the nose up.
That's true. That's true.
We need a kitty booster seat. That's
Yeah,
what we really
I figure
need.
if I do my own short jokes, you guys will take fewer jabs at me.
So Art is a good friend of ours, and he has supplied us with many different podcast topics. And so he's in town, and we thought we'd have him as a special guest.
We can't mention half of them because of NC-17 rating.
Exactly. We want to stay below that, right?
Yeah.
And I am. I'll tell you what. I've known Art since grade school, and in high school, Art sported a very cool porn mustache, and I still miss it. I mean,
You definitely looked like Oates from Hall of Oates with that mustache.
He did.
That's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's true.
Actually,
Oh, my God.
Actually, in all seriousness, if you're trying to picture Art, just picture him with as Hall what Oates, John Oates,
It's Oates.
without a mustache. Now,
I would have said Magnum PI without the good looks, but yeah, same
right?
thing.
And the Hawaiian
That
shirt.
mustache was
No.
so bushy, it walked in a good 30 seconds before I did into any room.
Well, what's so funny is all the women Art dated said, no, don't do the mustache. It's not even his own choice. He'd still have it today if he was single. I'm just saying.
They were really excited. Oh, he has a mustache. And it turns out it was a little bristly and that wasn't so exciting.
Yeah. He's got really bristly facial hair.
Do you know what's funny? The girlfriends also called him Art the Dart. I still haven't figured that one out.
Me neither. Exactly.
That was my track, coach.
Because he's got a little needle.
They called me the artist. The ladies called me the artist.
Oh, okay.
Because how good I am with my brush work.
The artist formerly known as Dork. Is that what it is?
His finger painting.
Wow.
A couple of them said that.
God. Okay, so now it's time for what we're into. James, what are you into, my friend?
You know me. I love big sweeping westerns. So Costner has the sweeping western Horizon. 2 movies coming out back to back.
What?
Yeah, you don't have to wait 3 years for them. The first one comes out, then a month later they release a second.
Thank God. I can't stand that, how they did that with Dune.
What
right?
if it's super popular for the first one? Are they going to wait till like month 4 then?
No, it's coming out the next month.
Why would they do that?
They're
So
riding the
everyone-
wave of it because they don't want you to wait 3 years to watch the movie. They want you to watch the movie.
And then we also don't want a 4-hour masterpiece like Killers of the Flower Moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of the few movies, because I don't go to the movies very often. It's expensive. I'm going to sleep in the new chairs that they have. I'm reclined.
Yeah. You're reclined with a beer in your hand.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So that movie I will see in the theater because the old westerns, big sweeping panoramic shots of the West. So I'm very excited to see
Wow.
that movie. Very excited.
What's the
These
ti-
are the movies why the Yellowstone series as we know it is ending. Because Costner showed his horse to the crowd and said, nope, I'm done dealing with you idiots. I'm going to go make this cool movie.
Well,
Yeah,
they got to do the last season. Isn't that coming out soon?
That's the rumor that I've heard, that he wanted to go make the movie and they said no, and they got into a fight about it.
Yep.
Yeah, but they've got to finish it. They got to finish Yellowstone.
Well, they had 2 prequels and now they're having a sequel.
It's Yellowstone. They can just say he was shot. There's
I
somebody
know
always
they got to
getting
do
shot in that
something to
show.
finish it. Finish it.
But
Please.
I mean, I really couldn't get into it, to be honest with you.
Me
But
neither.
isn't he like Tony Soprano in this thing? I mean, he is the main honcho. You just can't
Yes.
kill Tony Soprano and have the whole thing keep going on.
I think Tony Soprano is a bit much.
Actually-
He's really JR.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a spoiler. In the initial prequel, the first one, not the Harrison Ford one, they actually say something's going to happen. I'm not going to give it away. Something's going to happen.
But we
for
said
a
spoiler
certain-
alert at the beginning.
A
Yes, you
certain
can say whatever
number
you want.
of generations, the land you own reverts. And so they already talked
I think
about
most people have seen 1883.
Yeah, that was the end of days reference, I think.
it's Dances with Wolves.
With your burner phone.
1883 was terrible. It's worse than Yellowstone.
What?
Yeah, Yellowstone,
terrible.
Costner is
Did
the
you
most
watch the whole
important
thing?
I
character.
watched the whole thing. Did you watch the whole thing?
Twice.
That girl had yellow pants on that wasn't dirty. She had no sunburn, a tank top, and she's out in the freaking West. Everybody else is wearing brown and dirty, and she is clean as a whistle, wrangling cattle in the middle of the prairie.
That's just my type of woman right there.
Her hair was fresh, perfect. No.
Was that Olivia Newton-John? That's what it sounds like.
So for me, that show is a little bit like No Country for Old Men. Right? Kevin Costner is the most important character by far. It's about him shepherding his family through ownership of this giant ranch. But really, you want to know is what shit show is his daughter going to get into in this episode?
Oh, she's the best character.
You know, and then there's the lawyer who's this giant wuss, and what is he going to do that's going to totally torpedo the family?
And the son who doesn't want to be with the family but married to a Native American.
Yeah, who's going to be the hero somehow? We just don't know how. But
And they're
then there's
all
Kevin
flawed.
Costner, who talks like this the whole
Kevin
time.
Costner?
Costner, because
they couldn't pay
he was
for
a cattle
Costner.
wrestler back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm got to cover my tracks here.
He was on Bonanza, Kevin Costner.
Yes. It was Haas's little brother.
So that's what I'm into. I love Westerns. I have the Western channel at home. I watch all kind of Western movies. I watch Bonanza. I watch Big Valley. Gunsmoke is one of my favorites. I watch Westerns.
Do you realize if you get the whole channel list from like Comcast or AT&T, DirecTV, whatever, there's like 4 channels that do Westerns, like 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Like 4 different channels.
4 different channels.
All they do is focus
All they
in
do is
on
Westerns.
Correct.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
Little more than we need.
Now, James.
No,
What?
we need more. Less Housewives, more Westerns.
What is your favorite, the movie? What's your favorite Western movie of all time?
Right now, it's Open Range.
Really?
Open Range.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, right now it's Open Range.
All right.
Really?
I'm not a gigantic Kevin Costner fan, but he is the opposite of what he is in most movies in Open Range. Robert Duvall is amazing, and Annette Bening is so good in that movie.
Of all the Westerns, that's your favorite?
Right now it is, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's always the classics. I mean, I like pretty much any John Wayne movie. I mean, Red River's great. The Cowboys is great.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
What about you?
Mr.
What is your favorite Western movie?
Unforgiven, probably right now.
That's a good one.
So,
That is a good one.
yeah, I really dig that movie.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
I don't know. That's a tough one, guys.
See,
I
there's
mean,
so many good ones.
and there's different takes on
Outlaw
all of them.
Josie Wales.
Did you guys ever see Deadwood, the series?
Yep.
That series is really good.
Have you seen Godless?
Yes. I just love the characters in Deadwood.
Godless is great. 1 season, done. Pew, amazing.
Wow.
So as a real Western, spaghetti Western, but a real Western, my favorite would be My Name is Nobody, about the has-been gunfighter who's shepherding this new future gunfighter. But my favorite easily is produced and starred by Mel Brooks.
No, it's Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
That might be everybody's.
Yeah.
The only thing wrong with that book is the movie is they didn't know how to end it. The ending is horrible.
They
But
should
the
have
rest
never
of
ended
is
it.
amazing.
Yeah. I don't even remember the ending, but you know.
They just go crashing through the studios where the movie was.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical Mel Brooks type thing.
It's a great movie, though.
It goes crazy.
All right, Mark, what are you into?
Well, I was thinking about this, you guys. People are always going out, and one of the things they do on the weekend or at parties is they drink. People just drink, right? Music and drinking, and that's pretty much what happens.
That's what Bill does.
So if for some reason the government only allowed one alcohol, I'm not talking beer and wine,
One spirit.
which one would you say has to remain?
I'd say vodka.
Which one would I say I want?
Which one? For the entire country, there's only one alcohol.
Oh, it's easy. There's only one American alcohol. It's bourbon.
Bingo.
Okay, so you'd pick bourbon too?
Bingo.
And you'd pick vodka.
Oh, yeah, vodka.
That's you commie.
Yeah, I guess.
Russian.
I guess, but, most people can't handle bourbon.
Well, Bill would pick vodka.
An American can.
Because he can mix it with lemonade.
That's true.
Pretty much. He wouldn't drink the vodka. He would mix it with grapefruit juice, lemonade.
Maybe I would. Yeah. What about you, Mark?
I wanted to say rum because it's really tasty, but I'm not going to say rum. It's I would say gin because it has medicinal purposes too.
But now this sounds like a question that you're into.
No. I was just thinking about it because so many people have different preferences of alcohol. And obviously they choose their alcohol sometimes just based on what it can be mixed with.
Right.
But Art doesn't have to mix his, and neither does James, because I'll just have a bourbon on the rocks.
True.
My favorite spirit is gin because it smells like juniper berries, which reminds me of back home in Mount Shasta.
Mm-hmm.
But if the question you ask is what spirit, right? I'm using the real words, not the words you used. What spirit would be the most American? And it's bourbon.
That would be
because it's the only thing that was born.
But he didn't
in America.
ask what's the most American. He said, "What's
if Americans
only
were
one.
stuck with
There's only one in
booze-
America that you could make, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you're saying the Americans don't make vodka very good? Is that
I'm
what you're
saying it's not born in America.
Yeah.
Well, Tahoe Blue would disagree with you.
Exactly.
Tahoe Blue has a burner phone and aluminum foil hat. I have no idea who this person is.
Allegedly Tahoe Blue.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Art? What are you into?
Well, sometimes I'm behind in the times, but I was reading this article, I think it's from the end of 2023 actually, about shell companies. So there is a real reason.
You're not talking about seashells.
I'm not talking about my friend Sally who sells those on the seashore.
Okay.
No, but there are real legitimate reasons to have shell companies, right? You and I are collaborating and we both have to put money somewhere so that we can start this new company, and it's a shell company.
So
And
under
also-
my mattress is not where I should put my money as well.
That I'm saying if you and I are going to put our money in somewhere together, it shouldn't be under your mattress or mine. It should be in a seashell.
No one's touching either of your mattresses, by the way.
How about a can?
Yeah.
So, but what's funny,
you can.
it also protects you legally when you go to a shell company.
Yes. But there are also all sorts of illegal reasons to have a shell company.
Of course.
And so I was reading this article about all the illegal shell companies and how they have formed these entities. So, like, for instance, you hide a lot of cash, do money laundering with shell companies. So there's one Chinese company in this article who reported $2 billion in revenue. That's billion with a B, but they only have one employee in the company.
Wow.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
And just in the country of Panama, which is, I guess, the world's most corrupt corporation company, there are thousands of directors of companies under the age of 5.
Oh, wow.
There is one director listed who is 123 years old, even though the oldest man who ever lived, and he's dead now, is 122. And there were 22,000 companies listing their formal address as the Great Pyramids of Egypt.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
How many have 1060 West Addison?
I don't know. That wasn't in the article. They only they're listing all these interesting facts, and they only had one address as an interesting fact. There is one man who must be getting paid to be in all these companies, but he has 5,751 roles in 2,883 different companies.
Wait, the same name.
The same name.
Would that be James Smith?
May or may not be the same man. That's a good point.
I was going to say
And the
that.
article said it was one guy.
Right. So he's just getting paid to be on the board of directors
Yeah.
of all of these things.
Or it could just be somebody's stuffed animal in the bogus Panama law firm that creates these companies. Who knows?
Well, these are all from Panama. The
Yeah,
record in Panama.
these are all just companies from Panama.
Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
They got
Going
the
to
Makes the
canal.
world go round.
They have the canal and they have incorporation.
Wow.
That's about all they have there.
It's kind of like Delaware in the United States. Everybody incorporates in Delaware.
They used to. It's less and less that way. But yeah,
It's like, isn't that our smallest state?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to make revenue somehow.
yeah.
Delaware, Wyoming, Nevada. Those are some of the most
Florida and
popular.
Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, do you go on vacation to Delaware? Do you?
I don't think I've
Do you
ever-
drink Delaware bourbon?
I don't think I've
Do
ever
you
set
drink
foot in
Didn't George
Delaware.
Washington go on vacation? to
Delaware
for
wine?
Christmas?
What is Delaware known for? Why is Delaware even around? Do they need a 50th state? Is that the problem?
That's our first state. That's all they're known for, is our first state.
And they're like, we don't need to do anything
corporations.
because we're number one.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They started it all. They're letting everybody else show off. They're just
They're the original G's. So it should be called Delaware.
yeah, no kidding.
That would be a good tagline. Come to Delaware. We're the OG.
Yeah. No kidding. They do have the Dover Motor Speedway there.
Yes.
Horseshoe crabs. The Firefly Music Festival.
That's a sexual thing, right?
The Firefly Music Festival.
Then you head over to Vermont to get a shot for it.
Yes. Dogfish Head. I don't know what that is.
That's a beer.
scary.
Yeah.
It is a beer.
Yeah. And, like a beach chemical manufacturing.
Oh,
And
there we go.
second smallest state. That's about
Oh,
all
what
we
is the
got.
smallest?
What is
state?
the
Rhode Island.
population
Rhode Island.
of Delaware?
Oh,
Rhode
that's
Island.
true. Rhode Island, yeah.
What is the population?
Oh, let's see. Is it going to tell me what it is?
The real population, not the population they have in all their incorporated articles.
Yeah, well, there's like a million. Not even. There's 700,000.
989,000.
Oh,
Wow,
Under a
less
million.
than 1 million people in Delaware?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, our city is bigger than Delaware.
Yeah. And the state fish is the weak fish. That's weird.
That does
The
not.
weak fish.
That's not a weak fish.
Yeah.
I don't want my state fish to be a weak fish.
Their state bug is the ladybug.
Okay, well, that's cute.
State bird, blue hen chicken.
The blue hen chicken?
Yeah,
This is why the state doesn't have 1 million people in it.
exactly.
I want my state fish to be the boss fish.
What's the state
My
flower?
state bird
there
is
a
not
state
going to be a
flower?
hen.
Peach
it's gonna be a-
blossom.
Oh, the peach
Giant
blossom.
bird.
Why
Yes.
is the peach blossom not
predator.
in Georgia? Okay, whatever.
Their state fruit is strawberry, but they have a peach blossom as a
Flower.
flower.
All right, then.
This is what Delaware is all about.
This is why we don't talk about Delaware ever.
I don't think I need to go there.
Yeah. Then we need to have a song. This is why we don't
Delaware.
talk about Delaware.
You're so fair.
we're American, except for Delaware.
I wonder if anyone from Delaware is listening. If you're from Delaware, would you please get on damnopinion.com and just let us know how assholish we are being right now.
If you're from Delaware, move.
Yeah. This week only, you can subscribe for free.
Yeah, exactly. And like it. Or you can even unlike us. I don't care.
Do something.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're talking about like peaches and strawberries, but I'll tell you what I'm into.
Oh, jeez.
I am
Do
into,
we didn't ask.
well, I'm going to tell you. I am into the Lugenberry. Right? And you know how you go to IKEA?
Do you mean the lingonberry?
Lingonberry. Yeah.
Doesn't even know.
What the hell is a lugenberry? Because I don't want to taste it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hawked a Lugenberry.
Did you go there and ask, can I have the Lugenberry?
Yeah. I went
What
there.
are you talking about?
IKEA is, forget the furniture and the lighting. They've got Swedish meatballs
Yes.
and the Lugenberry.
And mashed potatoes in little balls that you can make.
Right, exactly.
And the lingonberry and the gravy.
Yeah, it's so delicious.
The lingonberry is kind of a sister to the cranberry, but not as bitter.
Yeah. No.
Well, if you ever
it's
met
not as
the
bitter.
Lugenberry's sister, she's a pretty bitter lady. I've met her. I know. I even dated her once.
Have you guys ever had the salmon at IKEA?
No. Why
I
would-
haven't, but Donna has.
Oh, did she like it?
She did.
Do they
Okay.
ship it from the Netherlands?
I'm sure they have.
It is Atlantic salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And anyway, I've never had the salmon there, but I'm sure it's
Wait, do you have to put it together before you eat it? I'm missing a fucking screw.
It is cafeteria style,
Yeah.
so you do have to build your plate.
And you want to know something? When I went this weekend, and they didn't have cafeteria trays. They were like all out. And so I was holding these paper plates around. And I was getting quite irritated by this.
How are you out of trays at a cafeteria? Are people stealing them?
I have no idea. I mean, I think they
they
were
could
all
be
being
making
washed.
artwork out of them like they do the IKEA bags.
That's true.
That's
I
true.
can honestly say I've never eaten at.
You haven't eaten at IKEA?
No, I'm shopping.
That's a rite of passage. You got to.
No, I
Yes,
don't
you
have
do.
to. I'm shopping.
So
The first time I went to IKEA, a buddy said, "Hey, let's go to lunch." I'm like, okay, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Like IKEA. I'm like, really? But then once you eat there one time, you may not ever have to go again. You've checked the box.
That's true.
But it is a cultural thing.
You have to. And by the way, they have some of the best deals when it comes to like, I want a coffee cake, and it's like 75 cents. It's way cheaper than Costco's hot dog and soda.
I don't eat at Costco either.
Now, this
You've never had the
Scandinavian
Costco hot dog and soda?
No.
what about the pizza?
What is wrong with you?
I'm
It's-
shopping. What's wrong with you?
What about the chicken bake?
It
There is
the,
a chicken.
literally the cheapest hot dog and soda you can find anywhere is at Costco.
It's a hot dog.
No, it's not. It's a
good hot
Costco
dog.
dog.
It's a really good hot dog. Seriously.
No,
Yeah.
I have not.
Wow.
I'm shopping.
So he is so
Next time
into
I
the
go
shopping.
into town,
Yeah.
I'm taking him to lunch 2
Yeah,
days.
you're going to IKEA and Costco. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
you get to
I'm
eat.
shopping. I'm getting my stuff. I'm getting the fuck out.
And so one of this what happens is you're shopping and you get a little hungry. Especially at IKEA, because they don't have people walking around with toothpicks full of food for you in the aisles. So you go after shopping and you get yourself some meatballs.
They also
No,
have.
I go home and put my
No.
shit together. That's missing the screw.
Did you, Bill? Did you have the drink too? That was kind of like the lingonberry drink.
yeah, they have
That's really
lingonberry.
good too.
Yeah, and
the
they,
Luganberry?
No, lingonberry.
yeah, it's like lingonberry. Yeah.
I've seen the Big Lebowski. It's the Lingonberry pancakes.
Oh, does he have lingonberry pancakes?
She.
Okay.
I have had fresh lingonberries. They sell them at Trader Joe's sometimes.
Aren't they similar to a cranberry?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're a little less bitter than their sister.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Man, I feel like it's the other way around, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, in the jar when they're already they're
No,
less
these are fresh.
bitter.
These are in little plastic things like
Yeah.
you would raspberries.
Yeah, but how can you say the lingonberry jars are more bitter than
I don't know,
cranberries?
man. I just remember. It's not like I'm eating cranberries every day.
He was focusing on holding the paper plates.
That's true,
okay?
he
He
was.
doesn't even
Yeah.
know the name of the thing.
Plus, when I eat cranberries, it's in a can in jelly form. So that's sweet
It's not
already.
even really cranberries.
Exactly.
It's just sugar with
With
colored.
some sort of red
Yeah.
shit in it. Yes.
You will eat a fresh lingonberry one time.
Because it's bitter?
Just like, why am I wasting my time?
Right.
The box has been checked. Now if someone asks, if I get on a podcast and someone says, I'm into lingonberries, I can say, I've done that.
Well, it's like pumpkin. You don't want to eat like real pumpkin. Like it doesn't taste good. You have to mix it up and cook it. And all
You
that.
haven't
make a
had
pie.
pumpkin soup?
I don't believe I have.
Pumpkin bisque is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But to
you
your
have
point, you're not just going to roast some pumpkin and eat it.
right. You're not going to cut open a pumpkin and just start chowing down.
I have with the seeds.
Yeah. Well, but you
No, you gotta
baked
roast
them.
those.
You roast them. Of
course.
So I think that those are the, in the category of vegetables that you got to manufacture somehow,
Mark, what are you into?
Alcohol. I'm going to start drinking my gin. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, we're
So I do have a question for you guys.
sure.
Have you ever listened to your podcast?
No.
I try not to.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's kind of embarrassing, really.
So what are you saying that for?
Yeah, I'm saying that because I think I want to stump you guys.
Okay.
Because I've listened to parts of most of your podcasts.
Parts
Parts of most.
Of your
Not
podcasts.
ever a single one all the way through.
Hey, that's fair. I think we've all attended parts, but not most of our podcasts.
That's true.
Yes.
I don't pay attention to half of what I'm
yeah,
saying.
mentally, we're just here for parts.
Yeah, but you guys have been here for all of your podcasts,
Yeah.
with one exception, I believe.
Correct?
So I believe I can stump you guys with some rather easy trivia, I believe, with a little game that I want to call I Said What?
And that's our topic right after this.
Here we go now.
Got an idea for a topic? Who knows? We may reach out and use your suggestion on air. Let us know and visit damnopinion.com.
Okay, we're back. Damn opinions. This is so amazing. It's going to be
Run
an editing fiasco.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Okay, so Art has basically like a game show for us.
Absolutely.
And since I have the memory of a goldfish, I know I'm going to lose this.
You also
But-
look
Look at a
like
penis of one.
goldfish.
yeah, I do.
Wow. There's some love
At
right
least
there.
it's shiny. Okay.
And scaled.
But it
Yeah.
smells like one. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead with your.
All right. So I have them all listed by date, but I'm going to bounce around. But I have some quotes from each of you. I'm going to say it in my voice. with no context.
Can you mimic us? That would be so much better.
No context whatsoever.
We would know that.
I'm going to tell you the date that one of you said it. And the three of you have to guess who said it.
Okay.
All right.
We get to debate?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
I mean,
cool.
a little whole banter thing going on here. So let's start with February 9th.
Bill! Oh, sorry.
One of you said, he beat me by an inch, and he is so proud of himself. Who said that?
I'm going to guess James.
Do we have a year by chance? No?
February
No.
9th of this year.
that
this year.
sounds like Bill.
He beat me by an inch, and he's so proud of
I
it.
feel like that sounds like James.
No, that's Bill.
All right, so we have one Bill. We have one James.
Oh, I have to decide.
You can decide it's you if you want.
I don't think it's me. I think it's James.
Okay.
It's Bill.
Oh.
1-0. I win. The game over.
So Bill, let me put this into context. Because Mark is the one who's so proud of himself. Because he has an 86-inch television.
Oh, yeah.
And yours is only 85 inches.
Yes, that's true.
That is true.
Because, this is a podcast with three guys and one guest dude.
Yeah.
And inches matter.
That's
It
right.
does.
And he's got me by an inch.
How is that TV, by the way?
It's big, and it's great.
Is it in this podcast former studio or is it somewhere else?
Oh, no, it's right in my family room. It's huge.
So I got one more question about it. When you watch porn on it, how big are the hooters?
Oh, I had to put it like 20 feet away.
Yeah,
so
otherwise it's unrealistic,
I'd have to clean the screen daily.
Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, he shares that room with his father-in-law as well, just so you know.
They're both watching it together.
Yeah.
I'm stopping. I'm not saying anymore.
All right, so, hey, let's go back in the Wayback Machine now.
Okay.
To the year 2022.
Wow.
November 4th, to be exact. Ladies are like ovens and men are like microwaves.
Okay, that definitely wasn't me. That was not me.
Ladies are like ovens and men are like microwaves.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
not like Mars and Venus.
Yeah.
I'm saying Mark.
I'm saying Mark.
No.
We're all
saying
saying it's
Mark.
Mark.
I think it's Bill.
I think it's Mark.
It is Bill.
Oh!
But he was browbeating Mark about starting a podcast with information about erogenous zones.
That's a new movie, Erogenous
Erogenous
Jones.
zone.
Porn star.
That is a great porn star name.
That is a great porn star name. I'm here to fix your cable.
I'm Erogenous
Erogenous
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, if you actually let me on this podcast again, I want my name to be Erogenous Jones.
Oh, gosh, that's great.
I don't know how that came into context, but that's really good.
We're getting you a shirt for Christmas that says erogenous.
Erogenous Jones. All right. 2023, March 23rd to be exact. Is it Schindler's List or Garfield? It's a question, by the way.
Okay, first of all, these are hilarious. Without knowing the context, these are great.
Schindler's List or Garfield. Is that a new game show?
We had to be talking. Alex, can I have movies no one has seen?
I really like the lasagna. Schindler's List.
Mark doesn't know it, but he's going in the right direction. Movies that nobody has seen.
Yeah,
And there's a
movies that-
hint of context right there.
I got to go with Mark again. Mark.
Schindler's List or Garfield? I'm going to say me.
And the category is movies that nobody has seen.
I think it's James.
What do you say, Bill?
I say Mark.
It is James.
Yeah!
Oh, we're tied. James and I are tied.
And he is talking about a movie that he's all excited about, but he'll never see. It's a movie that's already been shot, but won't debut for 100 years.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right.
What the hell is that movie? You have any idea?
it was.
You talked
filmed.
about it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was filmed and then
Remember-
stuck in the vault.
It was like a Robert Rodriguez room, wasn't it? Wasn't it
Yeah,
like
and I
that?
don't remember what it is now.
Yeah.
You have to go back and listen to the podcast.
I had
Can
looked
you
it up
believe
'cause
I
that's-
remembered that?
That's what I was into or whatever, right? Yeah. I don't remember what it is.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. So that same year, May 12th, imagine the headstones on that grave. How's that for a great hint? Yeah, I know you all got to figure it out right there.
That's me.
I
That's
think
gotta
it's
be
Mark.
me.
Yeah, I'm going with Mark too.
But why is it Mark?
Because
I'm
he
always-
talks like that.
Because it's got to do with ghosts. That's why.
That's pretty close. You guys do talk a lot about death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's him.
No, that's
No,
you.
you guys always talk about people
I don't
dying
talk about
threes.
death.
No, all of you talk
You're
about
the
death.
ghost hunter.
Yeah,
Well, that is true.
No, he's the guy who ghosts us.
that's true.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's about what would that headstone look like if Dolly Parton died? Imagine the headstones on that grave.
And that was Mark, right?
That was Mark.
Okay.
That's what I thought about the headstones. Those are great. Oh my goodness.
I can't remember half the time on the drive home what we talked about.
Exactly.
Are they going to have to bury her face down when they bury her?
Hey, don't you blaspheme Dolly.
I love
Yeah.
Dolly.
Yeah.
All right. So in 2023, if they made coffee as a circus peanut, he would eat it.
That's James.
That's definitely James.
That's
me.
James wholeheartedly.
That is. So what were you talking about?
I mean, I'm always talking about circus peanuts with Bill. It's one of his
That's all
favorite.
he eats.
That's what I love.
So Bill, do you know what you were talking
I
about?
have no idea.
You discovered a new coffee.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, was it the blueberry coffee?
It was it may have been. I wrote down the producer of this coffee.
Death Wish.
Death Wish.
That's it. The
That's
blueberry
right.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love that. It's the best coffee. Blueberry.
It also smells good.
Yeah.
Even if you don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not a fruited coffee guy.
You would think that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Bill's a fruited everything guy.
That's true. Give me some fruit. and I'm
Yeah,
in.
he's fruited everything.
He's a little fruity.
All right. Hey, that same podcast, somebody else said, so this narrows down the possibilities, he almost didn't survive his life.
Oh,
Almost didn't survive his life.
I'm going to say that's me.
Mark.
James, it's either you or Mark. He almost didn't survive his life.
Why is it only me or Mark?
Because it's the same episode where
Bill did.
Bill talked about Death Wish blueberry coffee.
I'm going to say Mark.
It is Mark on the life of Clint Eastwood.
Hey, that's true.
So how did he almost not survive his life?
He was actually in the military, and he was in the back of a plane that got blown off and shot out, and he was holding himself in by the door of the back of the plane while still fighting off the attacking other planes. And what's crazy is the pilot thought he had been blown off along with everybody else because the pilot thought he was alone, and he didn't know it until he landed. He looks back there, and there's Clint Eastwood holding on for dear life as they're landing the plane. he literally could have lost his life and never became famous if he had slipped, but he didn't.
But he didn't slip.
He held on.
All right, there's one that I didn't write down, but for some reason it stuck in my head. So I don't have the year or the date. But one of you said, "You poop in other people's houses?"
Okay, well, that's definitely me or James.
I'm going to go James.
I have to pick one?
It could be me.
That's me. I'll say it's me.
It was you.
Oh,
But who were you talking about?
I was talking about Bill because he went to go visit houses with his girlfriend because he goes in house hunting.
That's exactly right. Bill and his girl like to go look at model homes.
Yep.
That's true.
So Bill,
in retirement communities. Yeah.
Bill, give us a highlight. So what are some of the better bathrooms you've seen in those homes?
Oh man, it's always good when there's a bathroom where a shower where you can sit in. And they have 2 shower heads, right? Those are pretty nice. And
Wait, you're using the bathroom in the shower?
I'm not using it. He just said, what are the great features of the bathroom?
No. So does Alicia run blocker while you're in blowing up the bathroom?
I don't use the bathroom. Actually, usually at these home sites, they'll have a separate bathroom, or sometimes even just an outhouse like that you can use. But they'll have a special
You mean
one
like
house.
A porta potty?
Yeah, porta potty. Yeah, what did I call it?
I like
An
how
outhouse. It's not 1742.
I like how these places force you to walk through, kind of like IKEA.
Yeah.
They force you to walk through these different model homes to get to the good one at the end.
Yeah.
You're like, I just want to go to the good one. Oh, you can't. You have
Sorry.
to walk through these other areas first.
Sorry.
It's so funny because people will climb the fence and do everything they can to avoid going through the sales thing. And I'll just walk through, hey, what's going on? What's your best house? And and then they're like taken aback. He's actually talking to me. Then they don't want to talk to me.
And one day
There
I was
we go.
asking weird questions. I was like, do you know what kind of animal species was actually removed to build these homes?
Did you really?
Yeah. I was like,
that's
I
so
went
good.
with Lisa and I was like, let's just play this game. And I just did that. And they're like, no, I don't know. I'm like, well, can we go look through the homes? Yes, please do. They didn't want to talk to me.
I just said it the other night. You should not be allowed in social situations outside your home. You really
No,
should.
but there was a movie in the 80s about that, Poltergeist. Right? They built all those homes on an Indian burial yard or something.
Exactly.
Stay away from the light, Carrie Ann. Or was it Carrie Ann? What was the girl's name? I can't remember.
Whenever I go house hunting, we'll look at each other as we park and we're like, okay, what's our story this time?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
You got to go in sometime and say, this is my mail order bride.
Yes.
And this is my.
Yeah, or whatever.
Next time, I'm from Delaware.
Right. Oh, yeah. We're from Delaware. Just,
Can you name our flower?
You know, it's like,
I need a
it's
place to put my fish tank. But don't worry, it's not a big fish tank because it's the little, what the hell's the name of that fish?
The
of
weak
Delaware?
fish.
The weak fish.
the weak fish. That is weak.
It sure is.
Yeah. And it's
I
not
want-
W-E-E-K either. It's W-E-A-K. The weak fish.
Yeah, so if they're going to name a state after me, it's going to be the father of all fish. It
Exactly. Exactly. Hello.
doesn't even have to be a real fish. It could be a prehistoric fish.
At least the horseshoe crab is kind of cool, though, right?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, give us another.
All right, so we've talked about this guy a little bit. On May 5th, one of you said, he's a guy, an undisciplined guy.
Not me. I don't talk like that.
That's probably me.
I'm
I
saying
talk-
Bill.
I talk like that.
Sure. Bill. I'll say Bill.
All right, you guys are getting pretty good at this. It is Bill.
Yeah.
You have any idea what you were talking about, Bill?
I have no idea unless it was about me.
It was about Kevin Costner being a sex addict.
Oh, that's right.
Is he a sex addict?
Oh, totally.
How do
Is
we
he?
know this?
He's been with
I've
so
read
many
articles. I mean, he even admitted it.
Really?
It's like, oh yeah, like he couldn't stay married because he just bangs everybody. He's probably banged you and you don't even know it.
That's because his tool is the same size as the fish of Delaware.
Exactly.
Kevin Costner has banged you.
That's a new pickup line in the bar. Yes, Kevin. Kevin Hostner. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to narrow it down. I'm going to stick with May 5th of last year. So it means it's either Mark or James that said, "The King Chuck" by Converse.
That'd be James.
James.
Yeah, probably me.
All right. You have any idea what you're talking about?
No.
So,
Oh, well, I know we're talking about Converse, obviously.
no, not really.
Really?
Not really.
Oh.
That particular week, you were into the coronation of the new king.
Oh, that's right.
And how you were going to merchandise the shit out of it. And so it's not King Charles.
It's
you
the
were going to
King
sell
Chuck.
the Chucks.
And who knew that Trump was listening to our podcast? Later, he comes out with his golden shoes.
So they're totally stealing our ideas
Yeah.
off this podcast.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You made him rich. Oh my gosh.
All right.
I only had a short window too because he's got cancer now, so we got to sell those shoes fast.
Yeah. No kidding.
So in 2022, so this one might be a little bit harder. Let's do a big international pinky promise.
Ooh. I don't think it's James. I don't think you'd talk like that.
International pinky promise.
Who would say pinky promise?
It's you or I.
It's me or Mark. I'm going to say me.
I got to say, you guys know each other pretty well, considering you have no idea what you're.
I don't
talked
remember
about.
this but it's like, it's just the vernacular we use, right?
It's Bill, because when he's weird, he's weird.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's me.
It's me or you. I'm thinking Bill.
Okay, who is it?
So we have a unanimous that it's Bill, right? It was Bill.
Okay,
Ding, ding,
there
ding,
we
ding,
go.
ding. So you want to even take a guess about putting this in context?
What is this? An international pinky promise?
Let's do an international pinky promise.
Is it at the Russia-Ukraine war?
You're a little close, but the other side of the world. It's on how China should recognize Taiwan and how we should all just do a big pinky promise so that we quit invading each other or threatening to invade each other.
I think it would work.
It might work.
You
It
never
just
know.
might.
Everybody at NATO. Group hug.
All right. I just have a couple left here. So we
Okay.
go back to 2022, March 17th. Maybe I was eating week-old popcorn.
That's Bill.
I'm thinking it's me because I have eaten
I'm thinking
popcorn.
it's Bill.
Bill.
I'm thinking it's Bill.
I'm going Bill.
You guys are pretty good with this, but what was he talking about?
He was not feeling well?
No, he's hallucinating. That's why he's eating week-old popcorn, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, so Bill, you went to a movie that day.
Okay.
On that particular day, not even earlier in the week or the year. And it was a Batman movie.
Shocking.
I went to a Batman movie? Wow. Okay.
Yep.
You don't even know.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
this.
no, it's about you going home sick. You didn't get to finish the movie,
There you go. See? He was sick.
and you were blaming it on the popcorn.
Okay.
You weren't blaming it on your girlfriend's cooking. You were blaming it on the popcorn.
Or Batman,
Wow.
which is not a Marvel character.
Okay. There it is.
Too much butter in the
Too
popcorn.
much butter. Yeah, I honestly did have bad popcorn. I don't remember what movie it was, but yeah, for sure. I do remember that.
Interesting.
And this is the last one?
Well, I got two more because they're all eating related here.
Okay.
Just January of this year, I ate way too many beans.
Just
well, that's James.
James is
That's
my thought.
James.
Because Mark can't eat enough of beans. And I don't eat beans.
It's probably me.
You were wrong.
Oh.
It's Mark.
Really? I ate too many beans? No.
Yes, because you were talking
must have
about
been
your Chinese
hallucinating.
zodiac sign being the fire horse.
Oh, yeah. Which isn't true. It was true. Because I said water horse and you corrected me. It was fire.
It was fire horse, and I'm a fire goat. And I forget, James, you're an earth monkey? Is
Something
what it
like
is?
that. I think
Yeah.
I'm an earth monkey.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move away from food for a moment. We'll give one last one here.
Okay.
Somebody said, "What? There's talking?"
What? There's talking.
And this was
That
last
could be
year.
any of us. That's a hard one.
I'll guess. I'm going to guess me on that.
I'm going to guess me.
And I'll guess me.
Well, turns out James is right.
Oh, he wins.
But he's capping on you, Bill,
Yeah?
and your choice in movies and how simple they are.
Oh.
Because you were talking movie you went to,
Yeah.
and you were talking about the dialogue or something, and James goes, "What? There was talking in that movie?"
Yeah.
Wow, that's because Bill can't watch anything in black and white when there's no talking.
He just needs sound effects and
Yeah.
flashy lights.
Yeah, but you can't talk about black and white, Mark, because all of James' favorite movies are in black and white.
I love black and white movies.
Yeah. I'm
Bill-
the one
Bill
who
can't
can't
stand 'em.
stand black and white movies. It's like, too much.
Some
Too
of the
much
best
black,
acting is
too
in
much
black and white. Because they didn't have any cinematography that was really good, so they had to do the
They
better
didn't
acting.
have Marvel movies in black and white.
Right.
That's why Bill can't watch it.
That's right.
There's no capes. There's no flashy special effects. There's none of that.
I would love if they did a Marvel movie and it flashed back to black and white.
Although you could watch the old Flash Gordon.
Or
That's true.
the old Batman.
Or the old.
Or the
the old
really old
Batman.
Superman.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, see?
Oh, I did watch old Superman. Sometimes you get in black and white. Sometimes you get it in color, right? So
All right, boys. I got a couple more, but I think we've done little.
Wait, here's one. Who said, I've got one more, but I think it...
Who said Erogenous Jones?
And who said Kevin Costner?
All three are art.
Those are good, Art.
I guess I get to be part of the flashback next time with all of my stepping on my tongues.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Those are great questions.
Cool. So clearly, while you all know each other,
Yeah.
none of you have ever listened to an episode of your podcast.
Not at all.
absolutely not.
Not
No.
once.
Yes.
We try and forget it. It's scarring.
So when you go home to your ladies, you need to thank them profusely for actually listening to your podcast.
The only reason we do this podcast is so we don't talk like idiots in front of our ladies.
Right. We just
How
get it out of our
successful
system.
are you with that?
I'm still working on it.
And we are going to be back right after this.
It's time for the big, the bold, and the bald to give their opinion on today's topic. Damnopinion.com.
Okay, we are back now. And of course, we've been talking about quotes this entire time. And now it is time for us to give our favorite quotes of all time. Jams.
I have two. My first is from The Big Lebowski. Hey, man, there's a beverage here.
Okay.
And my second is Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Oh, I like that.
That is a good one.
Okay, Art, how about yours?
Yeah, so this isn't a famous quote, but right out of college, I'm working for a hotel in California, and I got this little old man who's nearing retirement working for me, and he's kind of living through me because I'm in my early 20s, and we're talking about dating, and I made some joke about being a short guy, and he says, "Don't worry, Art. It's not the length of the wand, it's the magic it possesses.
Oh, yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
Whatever keeps you up at night.
You've watched way too much Harry Potter.
The very next week he said, Art, it's not the gun, it's the man behind the gun.
And was this like an old dude?
Little old Filipino dude. He's shorter than I am.
Wow, I love him.
And he talks like a pervert, but because he's such an old little dude, all the girls just giggled every time he said something inappropriate.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, you two?
All right, so for me, I have two. One is Mark Twain, is that there's three kinds of lies. Lies, damn lies, and statistics. And it's totally true.
It is.
And then I don't know who said this other quote, but one of my favorite quotes is, they've never constructed a statue of a committee. And I was like, yeah.
That is also true.
And I know I have to tell you what that means, James. It just means you can't get anything done with a group of people.
You keep it in your own little brain.
You have to have a leader. And that's why I heard you cats around every
Is
day.
that what it means?
Yes, exactly. Mark, how about you?
All right, I got two quotes. One is from actually your late father.
I knew you were going to do it, so I didn't have to.
Don't come home with anything you can't wash off.
Yeah, it's the
It's
best.
a great quote.
It is beautiful.
And then this was from an anonymous person. Are you giving me the evil eye or just bending over?
Oh my God. That's something you would bring to the table.
Isn't
for
that
sure.
Crystal Gale that said that? I believe that's who
All right.
it
Hey,
was.
before we fade, yes. Yes, for sure. That's a Mount Shasta cricket. That's a good, deep, soulful cricket. Hey, before you guys fade off here, I tried to start a trend last time I was here, but you guys kind of failed on this, so I'm going to try it one more time.
Okay.
I want to pay homage to all the people behind the microphones, the people who aren't getting the credit that they deserve. And frankly, there was promotion because Lisa used to be the studio manager. But now she's the craft services person, right?
She was also the booking.
She was,
agent.
but now Alicia is the person in charge of the studio, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And Karen is in charge of this. Oh my God!
What is she in charge of?
She's in
Fondling
charge
his
of
balls?
you for sure.
She's
the ball fondler.
She's definitely a ball buster.
Karen is still the fact checker because no one can smell bullshit like Karen. Right. But we are still looking for one more person to round out this motley crew, because wardrobe is something that is sadly needed in this group. There's a reason why it's not a YouTube channel. So, hey, if you are listening, all right, they don't pay very much here, but boy, can you move the needle.
Oh, boy.
We really could use some fashion advice.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Not that you would listen to it, because I'm sure all of our wives tell us all the time how to dress, and yet, look at us.
As long as it's comfort. That's all I care about.
I don't think my wife has seen me in years.
James still insists on those holy jeans that he wears in the knees.
He's a religious man.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, you're lucky I have jeans on today. Usually I have sweats.
Yeah, that's true.
Dressing up for your guest. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks again for listening. Don't forget to check out damnopinion.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And the word of the day, Mark, is...
This space intentionally left blank. Tune in for our next podcast, when you'll hear the big, the bold, and the bald give their opinions on everything entertainment. damnopinion.com